Симпапа полюбила, парня она манила, бродягу полюбила, она его половина. Симпапа полюбила, парня она манила, бродягу полюбила, она его половина. Она его половина.
Стрелять буду! Стой, говорю!
Ну, сука!
How we doing, everybody? It's Red Dawn Readiness here, coming at you guys with another video. Appreciate you tuning in. Well, let's get right into it. So, the KALASHNIKOV USA news. There's been a lot of chatter online about what is happening with KALASHNIKOV USA. Are they going out of business? Are they hitting bankruptcy? Apparently, they've laid off a lot of employees recently, so that made the news, and people have been wondering what's going on. About a week ago, I noticed that they discontinued all online sales, and some of their parts nobody else makes. So a lot of things that they make are totally proprietary to their own designs, and no aftermarket companies really make anything for at least the KP9. I recently was really fortunate enough to pick up a KP9. This is a used one. It did have quite a bit of upgrades, and I got it for a really affordable price. I really wouldn't have considered getting one, even though I've really wanted one a long time, unless it was as cheap as this one was. And it came with just one magazine. So the magazines for this thing are already a little challenging to get because they are proprietary, and KUSA is the only one that makes the KP9 mag. Now, with the website being down, they are not selling any, and even before the website went down, they were on back order. So I couldn't believe, like, man, I have this new firearm that I really enjoy, hopefully get to enjoy, because I haven't got to test it out yet, but I needed to get mags. So Gunbroker had some people selling these mags a couple weeks ago that I checked. I noticed for like a day they were all gone. There were no mags on there. Tonight I checked, and there was one guy, well, there were 3 total listings, right? One guy was selling this for $49.99 with $20 shipping, and he had one available. So I picked it up because now at least I got 2 mags. There were 2 other listings for KP9 mags. One was $100 a mag. The other one was $200 a mag. Now, with all this stuff going on about KALASHNIKOV, I'm like, man, I better pick up the one that's $49.99. And if I only got 2 mags, I only got 2 mags. But we'll figure it out at some point. Maybe someone can 3DP one for me or something like that in the future. Who knows? So that is what it is. I've also been blowing them up through some emails and phone calls to their store and their phone number they have listed on the website, and nobody's been answering. Nobody's been answering at all. I don't know if anybody else has come across this, but it's been kind of frustrating getting a new firearm, and everything's proprietary through them, yet it seems like everything's shutting down. So I did go online, and I'm going to tell you, if you're calling them, you might as well stop. If you're trying to get in touch with them, you might as well give it a break for a couple weeks, because I was able to find an extension, and when you call their number, it says, like, for this department, press this, for this department, press this, for this department, press this. And it also says if you have an extension, you can type it in any time. So I was able to find an extension online, and I typed it in when I called this time, and someone did pick up. So a gentleman picked up, and I started the conversation by basically just saying, hey, I noticed that you guys have stopped online sales for now. And is your location able, if I show up, to sell me anything in person? And he said, no, we've never been open to the public or consumer sales at our physical location. So that's not going to work out. And I said, so what's going on with Kalashnikov USA? Are you guys going to be reopening the website at any time? And he basically told me that Kalashnikov USA was being sold. There were 2 potential buyers, is what he told me. And those 2 potential buyers haven't finalized anything, and they haven't come to a final conclusion on what this acquisition might look like or how much they're going to pay, I guess, or it's just not a done deal that someone's buying it, hence why there's, I guess, 2 potential buyers. So that was kind of frustrating to hear. He did say for some reason that the website might be back open in a week or 2, which I guess that they were saying that they maybe told him that they would have an answer soon about this acquisition and someone buying the company and get things back up and running. But that is what he told me. He said, check for the website to be open in about a week or 2. And this acquisition is all they really know at the time. So he didn't talk about bankruptcy. He didn't talk about the layoffs. He didn't talk about going out of business. That's all he told me about. Now, also some news about the KP9 was after picking one of these up, when I pick up something new, and I'm not super familiar with it, I read tons of forums about it. I watch videos about other people, what they say, the good, bad, the ugly. And some people were having, I guess, out of battery issues where the gun could fire out of battery. Now, when I first got this, the first thing I kind of did was pop some rounds in and hand rack them to make sure, okay, it does extract and it does feed. But with that type of issue, I'm really glad nothing did go off. Like, praise God that nothing went off. And so she's clear right now, y'all. I don't know if I got this so cheap because the rattle can job was really bad when I got it. I did touch it up and try to improve it a little bit. I'm happy with the way it is now. A little bit of paracord there for sling. But so what he told me was about the KP9 is that this KP9 is a 1-to-1 copy with the Vitias full auto version of the 9mm AK that Russian Special Forces use. That being said, the firing pin was designed to shoot full auto and shoot Russian steel ammo. So he said it wasn't an out of battery issue. He said it was some of them having a slam fire issue where when it slammed, it would penetrate, I guess, some of the soft brass and cause some rounds to go off. From what I see, it didn't seem to be that big of an issue online. It seems like there were maybe a couple people this happened to, but it didn't seem as widespread as how some of the people made it seem it was. That being said, they did come out with another firing pin, which was more designed for shooting soft brass, semi-auto soft brass. Probably something they wish they would have done before, since, full auto, unless they thought people would be paying, or SOTs would be paying to convert these things or something. I'm not sure, but they did design that, and I'm not able to get one from them until they reopen. So hopefully this thing does run flawlessly. I will make a video on it and you will see. Hopefully I get that other mag in, and that's the news for Kalashnikov USA having a KP9. He did recommend that you send your bolt and your firing pin in to be inspected and make sure everything is to spec when they reopen, and that's, I guess, if they reopen. So I'm gonna run this thing through the paces, y'all, and keep me in your prayers that nothing happens catastrophic. It does seem like it is built like a freaking tank, to tell you the truth. This is my only AK, so I really wanted one at 9mm because 9mm is cheap and times are tough. So that's the news about Kalashnikov USA, and no reason to blow them up. Hopefully things are back up and running in about a week or 2, and the acquisition takes place, they get sold, and they go on to bigger and better things. That's all we can really hope for right now, guys. If you know anything about the KP9, if you own a stack of, if you're a prepper, or you just like to stack mags and you have a crap ton of KP9 mags and you want to send me over a couple, or you want me to pay for them, then hit me up in my email and maybe we could work something out if I have enough money for them. But as of now, guys, that's what's going on. And man, hope things work out for Kalashnikov USA. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate you tuning in to this news, tuning into Red Dawn Readiness. Prepare for a live that I will be on the Wired Tight podcast Friday night. If you're not following Wired Tight, go give him a follow. His channel is fantastic. It's got Wired Tight, and then also he has another channel, Wired Tight Live. Literally really enjoy this guy's content. If you're looking for something just to listen to and get a lot of good information from, go check out his channel. It's phenomenal. I'm really excited to be on the podcast. So catch you guys on Friday. Come see me over there. And this is Red Dawn Readiness. You know, with the Red Dawn coming, you gotta have an AK at least of some kind. And I will see you on the next one. Red Dawn Readiness, over and out.
Полюбила, парня она манила, бродягу полюбила, она его половина.